So in continuation from yesterday's video, a lot of you guys wanted to know, how do you become the right person? For those who missed it, I got asked a question from one of our viewers who said, hey Vince, how do you find wife material? How do you find a great girlfriend? And I shared the advice my mom gave me when I was a teenager, and she said, Vince, focus on becoming the right person, not finding the right person. And that entire mentality shift in perspective has totally changed the way I thought about this topic. And I just want to give you guys some practical how-to advice, because a lot of you guys ask me, well, how do I focus on becoming the right person? What does that look like, Vince? So I'm good at just basically sharing my story. So hopefully you can pull a few lessons from it. I won't keep this too long, but I believe that we're all on 3 journeys in life, whether you're aware of it or not. We're on a physical journey. It starts with birth and it ends in death. The world has a 100% death rate. Then you have your intellectual journey, and that's how you grow intellectually, where you go to school and what you learn and what you surround yourself in, your vocation. And then we have a spiritual journey, and that's our soul, our relationship with God, with your creator, and figuring out your mission in life and why your maker put you here. Things that I believe in strongly. And my day basically focused on improving in all 3 of those areas. So for physical, a lot of you guys are already doing this, and I applaud you. Give yourself a pat on the back. You guys are already working out twice a day or once a day regularly. You've got a great routine in place. You're following your nutrition. You look good. You feel good. You're already ahead of the game. So the physical is just having personal discipline in your life. Then we have the intellectual. This is what you do with yourself. A lot of us go to high school because we're just told to, but then, what do you do after to further your education? Do you, go to college? Do you go to university? Do you take a course, a certification? What do you do to further your learning, to become sharp and to become the best that you can be in your area of, your area of specialties or the vocation you're pursuing or whatnot. So for me, I've chosen to pursue the fitness industry. I got into the industry as a trainer, then I created an online fitness business. And the intellectual piece for me is setting aside 1 hour a day to read. And this is called the power hour. It's a part of my morning ritual, my morning routine. I always start my day off with an hour of reading, and it varies in sources, but I'm always focusing on growing. So that's another piece I encourage you to do. If you're not reading an hour a day, you will not become one of the great ones. I strongly believe that. There's a few exceptions to that rule, but the majority of people that I know that are successful in their area, they read 1 hour a day minimum. If you want to accelerate that, 2 hours a day. Spiritually, for me, I've always wanted to be with another Christian, somebody who shares the same faith as me, somebody who's going in the same direction, somebody who prays to the same person. And those things were important to me. So for me, I knew that, a godly woman wouldn't be attracted to somebody who deprioritized this area of their life, because, you kind of, when you don't prioritize your faith, you slip up, so to speak. The word sin simply means missing the mark. So you start missing the mark in important areas of your life. So for me, the way I improved myself as a Christian was to, try and spend time in the Word each day, a daily quiet time, trying to get around people who had a similar faith as me. And these are things that help keep me grounded and growing. And when I met my wife, she was doing the same thing separately. So really, it's figuring out what are your priorities. And I kind of just shared with you my priorities, because those are things that were important to me. And when I met someone, I wanted to make sure those same things were important to them. That way, when we met, things became easy. And not easy, there's obviously work in every relationship all the time, but it wasn't like unnatural. And anyways, I wanted to share that with you. I hope that was helpful. The bottom line is that you need to invest in yourself each and every day, and that's the how-to. And you just keep evolving, right? Transformation is not an event; it's a journey, and it takes time. So we're always evolving, we're always growing. It's a lifelong journey, and I'm happy to do it with you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're listening. Thank you so much for taking an interest in this part of my life and feeling that you can ask me a question in this area. I'm very happy that I can help you. Talk to you soon. My values and my, sorry, now I'm going a little off track. Is that good? That's my, that's what I like to, what should I do here? What should I do that? Well, I have, you know, oh, sorry, I'm not making sense. Let me just tighten this up.